The big worry in this one, worried about developing some bad habits out there?
Yeah, certainly when we came into this game, I wanted to make sure that that we played the game properly. I thought we had a really strong first, but maybe human nature, but I thought that we really, I didn't like our second period at all. I thought that we could play in the style that we're used to playing. I thought we were getting way too offensive and gave up some quality opportunities and left our goalie hanging out to dry. But we kind of regrouped in the second intermission and got back to playing the way we were capable of playing in the third.
How much will the intensity be ramped up now that the semifinals are here?
The intensity? Well, there's no doubt that in the medal rounds, like guys are tired or whatever, but just the excitement, the adrenaline should carry both teams, I guess, through the medal rounds.
All right, Coach, thanks for that.
Thank you.
A couple goals for you early on. How did those feel?
They're nice. Didn't have the strongest game last game, and came out with a better effort from me, definitely, and from the team today. And it was nice to put a couple more in today.
Team's been known for their defensive play. What was it like for the offense to burst out like this?
It was very nice. I mean, we've given 2 goals normally here in the tournament. I mean, we've had one game with 3, and finally to burst out with a 10-goal game, it's nice to finally get that in.
At the end, you were the first one to leap into the arms of Colton Dixon after he got that goal. What does that one mean to him?
That's his first goal in midget AAA, so it was pretty exciting for us. He's the only guy on our team that hasn't scored this year, and we've been trying for a while to get him that goal, and when he finally got it, it was a big relief, and it's a big smile on that kid's face.
Semifinals are here. You're going to be able to sleep tonight?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were up early today, so I'll be tired from that, but other than that, it's just another hockey game. Yeah, they're the semifinals, but we can go through. We got the team to do this, and it'll come.
Thanks, Brady.
All right, thank you.
Coach, what were the emotions like in the room after this one?
You know what? The guys were disappointed, but we realize what we've accomplished this year with a young team, especially with the Central Regionals. We can't hold our heads down and be disappointed. Obviously we'd like a different result. We don't think we played our best hockey what we did a couple of weeks ago, but we realize that the teams out here were better than us, and we got to take this as a learning experience. And we have a lot of guys. We have a chance of 15 guys returning next year with the TELUS Cup being in Ontario and the Sioux, our Archtown rivals. And it's kind of a little bit of motivation if they can use this as a learning experience, and things will be good.
How long do you think it'll take before these guys look back on this week with some pretty fond memories?
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but they have to realize, over the course of a whole year, we had success. We won a tournament. All of a sudden you go through that run in the playoffs. You're Central Regional champions. The bottom line, we are still champions, and they can't be disappointed. They got to keep their their heads held high, and they'll be fine.
You mentioned the 15 guys coming back. How much will this experience mean to them for next year?
Well, it's a big experience, and I see them. They're talking right now, and they're looking at some of these other teams, that are built to kind of win this year, and they kind of see what they need to do and need to improve on. And I think this is a great learning experience. You see what you need to do, especially at this high level with some great teams. And if they decide that they want to come back and make a run, we could be one of those teams next year, hopefully.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Have you been that busy before in a game?
No, that was probably the most amount of shots I've had in a game so far.
At some point there in the third period, were you starting to look up at that shot clock and think, maybe let a few more shots in through here, guys? This number is starting to get pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was looking up at the shot clock. It was pretty amazing to see how many shots I would get, but you always got to be ready, and the team has to try to limit the amount of shots for me.
After a game like you've just had, it must be tough to put some thoughts through your head, but you played very well, and congratulations on the tournament overall.
Yeah, thank you very much.